Insurance Business TV was recently in Philadelphia, attending the National African American Insurance Association Conference. Whilst there, we caught up with leading insurance professionals who addressed some of the top challenges the industry is facing today.
That's a wonderful question. And in my opinion, some of the reasons why even I didn't step up in certain leadership spaces was I just didn't see representation. And not just physically, but also the way I think. So I think very broad, I think different. I love being innovative. I'm very much a continuous improvement person. I want to just try. Give me the chance to try. So when I see individuals that don't only just look like me, but sometimes think differently from me and is not afraid to ask those questions of the why, and they're looking for the root causes. Those are some of the key things that I do think we miss a lot because we get in that space of it ain't broke, I don't want to fix it. Break it a little bit, just break it a little bit. And I think you would get a couple more good candidates in there. Oof. Okay. Now that is a loaded question to me because here's the deal. We got to be innovative, but we are so far behind technology and that diversity of thought that I was just mentioning. We're just behind. But I do think a lot of carriers are trying to understand how do you create those why questions and those open-ended questions. So maybe instead of trying to lead people to the answer that you think that they should be giving you, allow them to give you the answer that they want. So allow them the time to think, allow them the time to try. And that's how I think that the pipeline would look at it. Another way to do it is honestly give back to the community, be a part of the community, understand the community. Don't just worry about your internal partners, but your external partners. And if you continually be the change in the world that you want to see, I do think that the world will change. Last month I was actually at the Toastmasters International Convention, and I will say my bubble got burst like a lot. I am a person that I do try my best to navigate that uncertainty or just have the courage to ask that question of, hey, what is it like to be in your shoes? And I might not understand completely, but I do see areas where I can self-improve. So to me, sometimes the carriers, they do have to look at it and go, where can we self-improve? Great. Yeah, we might have been the industry leader at this for so long, but how long can we continue that? And if you don't do that time to self-correct, and don't overcorrect too. So slow it down a little. Take it one step at a time because just because you're doing something great now doesn't mean that it's not going to be good even later. So that progress over perfection is what we need to be striving for. Well, there's a lot going on in there. I'm in group benefits at UNUM. So what that kind of goes back to the things I do, like coming here, listening to others, hearing were some of the things that I've been taught for 15 years. Is there any way that we can self-improve? Can we help each other? And honestly, I think it's going to kind of come down to that fellowship. So one of the things about underwriting, for example, underwriting is underwriting, but what technology do we have going on in the world that we can use? AI, for example. Can AI read a policy faster than me and just give me the big highlights so that way I can catch it? Is there anything that I can do to help give myself more time with my family that keeps me grounded and makes me a better underwriter? Or even if I take certs, help me. So I do like little AI prompting classes. I have kind of maybe been stalking some of them on LinkedIn and I've been taking them. So I'm getting a little bit better. So